Let me get straight to the point, y'all. Let me get straight to the point. Take these glasses off, baby. It's that time. It's that time. I'm looking at all y'all right now. All y'all from December that said, oh, we're out of the title race. Some people from our own fan base said, oh, the title race dead. It's gone. It's not ever gonna happen. What happened today? What happened today? What happened to taking it week by week, brother? I see you. I see you. What's going on, everybody? It's full-time tripping. Yeah, I got that sauce in me today, boy. The endorphins is high, man. Let's go. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1. Vindication and final justice at the Emirates Stadium against Liverpool, man. Oh my goodness, we've done ourselves such a disservice in this fixture over the past few years. I am glad we had some vindication today. It didn't come without some strife and you know what I'm saying, some wild moments. But listen, whether it was karma, whether it was the way we played, whether it was the way, you know, things broke down, we got through it and we got the win. Again, second place, 1 point behind Liverpool in the top of the table. We are in it, man. Take it week by week. I already told people. I'm only hyped because people said we was out of this title race, bro. You saying that in December. You couldn't even say it in March, April, and stuff looking bleak. I get that. I'm waiting for March to make a full determination if like, oh, if this is like, you know, the run, or are we out of the title race? But y'all jumped the gun. Y'all jumped the gun. Look at y'all. A lot of y'all looking foolish. A lot of y'all looking foolish right now, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of game I wanted to see, man. Oh, let me compose myself, man. Let me compose myself. All right. The first half, literally the majority of the first half. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the camera. The cameraman. I'm about to say Stuart McFarlane is getting his whole picture taken by Odegaard. I love it. But listen, first half was utter domination. Literally, the 99.99% of the first half was utter domination. Nullified so many players, denied them from getting into the box, getting anything from our box, sustaining so many good attacks at some point. Again, things were a little bit topsy-turvy. There were points where they got some control, but overall, we nullified them to the T. One of the biggest things I saw today, nullifying Trent to a point where he got subbed off early. Nullifying him to a point where, you know what I'm saying, it was rendered ineffective. Now, maybe it's because Darwin Núñez didn't start the game that maybe helped that effect, but the way that we put ourselves in position to nullify whatever he was doing, again, from crosses to him getting runs on the ball, from him inverting to the midfield, lockdown stuff. I absolutely enjoyed that entire first half performance up to the last 30 seconds. What are we doing? What are we doing? The schoolboy errors, man. The schoolboy errors is killing me. But listen, it is what it is. I don't even know what to like chalk it up to for real. It was just calamitous moment between Gabriel and Saliba. Both of them, they have to take some responsibility for that. Either you clear it out, if you see it at the last second, you got to do something to get it out the way, bro. Needs must in this game. And we were doing that the entire first half. Everything was clear the ball, reset, clear the ball, reset. We can get him out of possession. We can take him out of possession, but don't let any crazy moments happen in the box. At the very last second, I bet Arteta's pissed at that. Halftime, he wanted to tear somebody's head off because he's telling these men, he's showing these men, clear the ball and reset. We have enough to take them, you know, as in our rest defense. Like, beyond me how that goal went in. But in any case, the first 15 minutes, again, we were blinding, playing them off the freaking park. And again, we scored that goal. Again, there was a couple of really good chances. A Saka header that should have went in, but again, a little bit after that, Saka got on the rebound of something. I think it was a Havertz shot, or maybe he shot, and then he got the ball back. But opening them up pretty consistently. Martinelli looking like a man on fire, and we'll get to him as well later in this video. But just the performance today was domination. That Liverpool that's been blindsiding and rushing teams, you know what I'm saying, blitzing teams left, right, and center, they can create something out of this. We gave them nothing. First half, 0 shots on goal. 0 shots on goal in that first half. They only had 3 shots in total in that first half. I come to expect this level of dominance from this team, but not in that execution against Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? The way we mitigated them is awesome. And now it's just about pairing it with finishing teams off with goals like you know, Trossard goals specifically, but just in general, having the goals to finish off and accompany these performances. That's what we're talking about. That's the next step, turning the screw, finally getting those crucial goals and points to encapsulate and cap off these performances where we are just absolutely blinding, man. So many people having so many great standout performances throughout today. And, you know, times where we thought we'd shoot ourselves in the foot. This feels to me like the Arsenal arc that I'm seeing now, ever since Mikel Arteta started his tenure here. it's a chance for us to learn from our mistakes. You know, again, there's sometimes some mistakes take longer to learn from than others, but sooner rather than later, we get to a point where we curb that mistake. 1-1 going into the half. In games past, in Mikel Arteta's reign and reigns of the past, we could have seen us crumble in that second half. I saw hearts and heads kind of sink. Stuff could have been a little bit dangerous, but we kept in it. We kept pushing, and we nullified them again and again and again. We stuffed away chance after chance after chance. We blocked them, and we got our just due. We got our just due. The football gods was with us a little bit. You know, they had some equivalents, man. They was like, hey, listen, y'all had one. Man, listen, he go one more for y'all. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, he go one more for y'all. But beyond that, we still had to press. We still had to go. Even some things I was taking, you know what I'm saying, exception to, like Trossard coming in for Martinelli, that worked out like a charm to manage the game. Trossard's game management, which I'll get to again, has been fantastic in this refresh after the break. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I cannot say enough plaudits and good stuff about him. He was great. It's just, I felt like this was a learning moment. This was maturity. This was us growing up as a club, as a team, specifically as a team, to say we've been there before, where we maybe have made a mistake that could have caused us in the past, that could have caused us to be dejected and push us into a corner where we make more mistakes or we don't live up to what we can do, what we've been doing beforehand. But this team showed me that they can mature past that. This team has showed me what I know deep down they can achieve. They can learn from their mistakes, and they can achieve even greater things that next time around if they didn't hit it the first time. At first, you don't succeed. Get yourself up and try. Get yourself up. Try. Like, this is some real stuff, bruh. Like, this is real. No TLC vibe. Like, never mind. I'm getting on another tangent. But let's get to these player range, man. Let's talk about it. Let's get through it. Let's talk to it. David Raya, I'm going to give a 7.5 today. I think he was solid yet again. Claiming crosses was a big thing for me today with the amount of crosses that I was expecting to come in, you know, from Trent Alexander-Arnold's side, from corners, set pieces, all that type of stuff. I think he claimed them wonderfully well. Again, was setting off attacks very, very well with just his throwing capability, kicking capabilities. He was very much a very good reader of the game as well today, stopping a lot of counters that were, you know, our balls through and little breaks that were happening, and just completely nullifying them, especially when Darwin Nunez came on. I think there was like a few balls through the middle that he just sprinted out for, and he looked like Sonic the Hedgehog. He was on his ass, bro. You could have put a big ass truck behind him downhill, and he was gonna beat that. You know what I'm saying? I think he had a solid game today. That was wonderful. Holy hell, there's a lot of yellow cards on my damn screen, but we'll get through it. Ben White, a refreshed Ben White. Oh my goodness, I think he gets. Honestly, I think he gets an 8 today. I want to give him an 8 today. He was so good. I think, to me, he was very, very good. He was calm. He was composed when there was a lot of attacks coming towards him. He remained steadfast, man. He was putting Jota in his pocket. Jota was getting not a single inch on that side, man. It was wonderful to see. And of course, a little cheeky, you know what I'm saying, nutmegs, close your legs, Curtis Jones. Close them legs like a library book, son. Close them down, boy. And it just, I think it was a very solid performance from him, man. Very, very, very good from his side. William Saliba and Gabriel, honestly, together, I'm going to give them a 6.5. I think the mistake has to be weighted properly. I think I probably would have gave them less, but I'm gonna say 6.5 because they had some really good moments again still, but the little mistakes, the margins, those small things are exacerbated in games like this. They can be in life or death, so we can't take that lightly, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Again, unfortunately, the miscommunication in the back has been a slight recurring theme that has been happening over the past, you know, few weeks or months or whatever you want to call it. Every time we're up some or we have control or whatever, some weird goal will happen. And I think more times than not, it'll be some miscommunication from the back that might cause something to happen. So with that, they have to take into account when it's time to clear your lines, bro. Maybe I think there might have been an instance where Saliba tried to clear it in that, but he didn't get to it, or maybe he had a chance after to clear it but didn't. First instance, if especially in this game where we're literally all we're doing is clearing the ball and resetting our rest defense, just resetting the structure to be all right. Now we'll press back. Now we'll get after him after we clear the ball and reset our stuff. Then what's the point of holding on to the ball? You know what I mean? Like it just made no sense at the time. I think both of them, outside of that, they still play very good games. Both of them, more so Gabriel, was committing to, again, the ball over the top slightly more, which I want to see more from both of them doing. But overall, we just held it down. Set pieces, I think they were pretty well, and I can't complain too much outside of that mistake. But we can go there. Zinchenko, I'll give a 7. I think honestly he didn't have much to do because Jorginho was there, and we'll get to Jorginho in a second. But he played pretty much traditional right back for the first half. I couldn't really give him much more because he again was just. He was just, again, pretty much holding down defensive duties for left back until halftime. Then he got subbed off. I don't know if it was injury. I don't know if it was tactical to combat any set pieces and stuff. But I'd say 7, bog standard. Captain today, Martin Odegaard, I'm going to give a 7.5. Mainly because, again, the standout quality of him leading that press was very, very vital to have just to what we needed to do. Again, there were several instances where he forced mistakes. Him and then the second man that helped accompany him in that press forced mistakes nonstop. And especially him, again, retaining the ball was very key as they were, again, eager to counter press, eager to get back the ball as soon as possible and start some things. I think that was very, very, very important. And again, I give him a 7.5. I think he put in a solid performance. Declan worth his weight in gold. Rice, he's got to get an 8. He's got to get an 8 to me, bro. Like, what, dog? This man, Declan Rice, was covering more stuff on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's insane. It looked like a wedding. There was so much rice over the ground, so much rice over the floor, spread across. It looked like dead ass somebody got married, bro. It's insane. Like the reception, all that, beautiful. The way he covers ground, the way he kickstarts attacks, the way he's, again, just switching between 6 and 8 definitively, bro. It was just a fantastic just performance from him. I think, especially again, just in the transitions, just being that blocker that he is, bro. Oh man, really good. Him, especially in the air as well. I think combating Liverpool, especially when, again, like goal kicks or something like that are out. Him being, one of the first people to it. Him and another person I'll mention later in this lineup was really, really good. Really, really enjoyed that. I think he gets an 8 from me. My man of the match today, I have to give it to him. I'm giving it to Jorginho. Jorginho gets a 9 today. Jorginho was lights out. He was lights out from every aspect of his game. He was lights out. Him having that bit of security blanket with other people pressing around him, especially Declan Rice covering so much ground, it gives him a bit more. It gives him a bit more security to be himself, to do what he has to do. And from a defensive perspective first, his ability to read the game and read so many different situations was so critical. It was so key. And we needed that. We absolutely needed that. And I'm just super, I'm super happy that we actually had him to be in those situations. Again, it was like a long ball way over the top. I was like, oh shit, this could be dangerous. Jorginho was right there, just headed back towards their goal. Like, I didn't even expect him to be in those positions, but again, just find himself in great spots defensively. Such a really important cog in that, I think so. And offensively, the way he kept the ball ticking, the way he kept the ball moving, security was so paramount in this game. And I think he played it to a T, and getting it to the right people at the right times. Again, he was playing incisive passes as well, playing balls over the top. Like, just the selection was great. I think he was so important to what we did in this game today, and the performance between both boxes. As good as it was, a big reason for that was Jorginho. So I have to give him my man of the match today. I think that was so vital. Bukayo Saka today, I'm going to give a 7 today. I think the header chance was so important. I think he needed to nail that. But outside of that, there was very important things he needed to do in terms of defensive duties, and I think he covered that pretty well. Outside of that, the goal, you got to be there for the goal, and he was, so I'll give him a 7. I wanted to get a little bit more. Hopefully he's not injured. I know there was a bit of a forced injury there, but he forced off, but I hope there was nothing crazy there. We'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? Send prayers to my boy, but I think a 7 today was pretty solid for him. Gabriel Martinelli, he gets an 8.5. Gabriel Martinelli for me today was absolutely outstanding. That was probably his best performance in an Arsenal shirt this season. Let's keep it real. He was dog. He was and not in the negative way, y'all. Not dog and Nelly. He's that dog. He got that dog in him, man. He was, every time he had the ball, he was just on something. Somebody getting skinned. Somebody gonna get something, man. Trent, breeze past you, move out the way. You're gonna have to get 3 on me. You're gonna get 3 people to come try and catch me. It took him, it took Konate to come try. They literally had to force Konate to go that way. Had to force Konate to open up the channel, open up the center channel, and go shadow him, literally. So absolutely good stuff. Again, he went to war with Konate. I think he was very, very just absolutely incessant, dogged, did what he had to do. Very, very good. That was the performance we needed. I wanted him to stay on longer, but apparently it worked out in the end, so I can't blame Mikel Arteta for any of that stuff. He gets an 8.5. And another person that was very close to my man of the match, who also gets an 8.5, Kai Havertz today. Yes, I'm serious. We do not win this game. I repeat, we do not win this game without Kai Havertz's presence. We don't. Let's keep it a stack. Him absolutely being fearless between Konate and Virgil van Dijk in aerial duels was so critical in this game. It was so critical to get them off the balance, off kilter, sustain the second ball. Literally, sustain the second ball, find something to make do. He was an absolute monster. He attacked spaces in the right times. I feel like he could have did it more often, in my opinion, but I think he attacked spaces very well when he did do that. So I have to give him nothing but praise, bro. Getting Konate sent off, you know what I'm saying? Sending him another way for a hot dog. He said, "Oh, I gotta hold you, bro. That's a red card. Get your ass out of here, bro." Like, fantastic. I think he did very, very well. And again, that this whole thing doesn't happen without him. And he should have had a pen. He should have had a pen 1 for him as well. I think he should have had a pen 1 for him as well. He got there before McAllister on that challenge in the box. And it doesn't matter how bad the touch is. He got there before him still. So there still should be some consideration for a penalty. I think that was bogus personally, but I'll let that be gone. Whatever. Havertz gets an 8.5, man. I think vital to what we did today, man. He did it against City, and he's done it against Liverpool. Make of that what you will. Make it at what you will, man. I don't care what type of wages he was talking about this past week, whatever. Can you step on the pitch and can you do something to help us win? He did something and he came up big for us today. I don't care what y'all saying to detract from that. That's facts. You can't debate it. So there's that. Moving on to the subs. Kibior, I'll give a 7. I think he put in a solid shift. Very, very good to mitigate Harvey Elliott and Joe Gomez in the second half. I think that was pretty solid for him, especially, again, just defending on the right-hand side. Solid. Let me see. Reece Nelson, I give a 7 as well. I think he was pretty good when he came on. Just not too many touches from the right-hand side. Leandro Trossard gets an 8 from me today. His game management and the deployment of that game management by Mikel Arteta for him is fantastic. Fantastic. He both slowed the game down, and when he found an opportunity, he was absolutely ruthless in trying to make that happen, trying to open something up. Again, I don't know who that was on the right-hand side. I don't know if it was Harvey Elliott or somebody else, but he skinned that guy. He's like, "Excuse me, I'm out to the box." Boom. Went straight to the byline. Saw nothing happening. Fuck, I'm gonna take it for myself. Made something happen. Call VVD doing the Jean-Claude Van Damme split. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, through the goal. And that's 3-1 game sealed. Again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Out of everybody in this team, the person who has the most, you know what I'm saying, I guess the most endeavor in front of goal, who's going to be willing to try something the most, it's Trossard every single time. I'm going to say that. And I will stand on that belief every time. And if we're able to get that out of him, where he not only manages the game to slow it down, spread things across, retain the ball in key moments at that late in the game, and also kickstart something for himself to potentially seal it, that's a play that you want to have in your team, bro. What a absolute performance. I give him an 8. I think the fans are pretty solid today. I give an 8.5. I think they were pretty loud. There was a point where they got quiet, you know what I'm saying, when the second goal came in and, the equalizer came in and they were a little bit shook, but whatever. Mikel Arteta, he gets a 10 today. He coached a fantastic game. Oh, you know what? All I'm going to say is this. Do you know how serious you got to be to not only force a change for Trent to come off, because he provided basically nothing. We nullified Trent massively in this game. And also to bring on Thiago, you know what I'm saying, just to try something, just to make something happen. Do you computing how serious he coached this game? Fantastic. With no Gabriel Jesus as well, because he has some problem with his knee. That is fantastic, man. We're not out just yet. Take it week by week, man. These boys still got something in the tank. They still got something in the tank. Keep rolling. That's all I gotta say, man. We move on to the next. I don't even know what game is next. I have no clue. I don't know if it's Champions League or whatever. But we got next games. We gotta keep rolling. We gotta keep racking these wins together, racking these points up, and stay in the race. Because City are lurking. Liverpool, of course, are still here. They're not going away. But we made a statement today. We're not dead yet. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments below, and go enjoy y'all day, Arsenal fans. Go enjoy y'all day. And if y'all rival fan watching, man, hey man, you know what I'm saying? But it's what we do. It's what we do. But that's all I got for this video. But don't triple. Catch you in the next one. Peace. See you watching.